Hello YouTube, welcome one and all. Welcome back to War Thunder. Second video. Now, when I finished, it was Eagle Day. The Luftwaffe's first major assault on British airfields and installations. And basically the situation was that the Luftwaffe the tactics they had were they would fly out their bombers, bring out the RAF Fighter Command's squadrons, and then the ME-109s, the German fighter squadrons, would pounce on the British fighters when they went after the bombers. And to an extent, it was technically working. There was a period between, on the 13th of August, the Eagle Day. Supposedly, the Luftwaffe lost 45 planes to the RAF's 13, which is not necessarily ideal for the Luftwaffe. But here's the thing: both sides had misinterpreted the strength of their opponent. The RAF, after seeing all the propaganda and of the German Luftwaffe in force, in combat, had overestimated the Luftwaffe's strength. So they expected hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of planes coming, day, night, doesn't matter when, doesn't matter how many they lose, they'll just keep throwing things at the RAF. Meanwhile, the Luftwaffe had, and by the way, if I pronounce any German name wrong, I apologise. I am not good at German. I took it as a GCSE, I failed miserably. So, again, apologies. It's a lovely language, I just can't speak it. Anyway, the Luftwaffe had underestimated the RAF's strength and also Britain's ability to rearm and re-equip any losses that it would sustain during the battle. So you have this situation where RAF pilots and German pilots would exaggerate on the amount of kills they got. Something that happened in combat all the time, because say you were shooting a plane, you were in a Spitfire, and the Messerschmitt came across you, and you shot at him. He started trailing smoke and then dived. Now, unless you saw that plane hit the ground, you weren't guaranteed he was dead. But you're not going to chase after him. It's clearly to your view that he's going to hit the ground. He's out of the fight. He's a kill. Now, what could have happened is the German fighter, going along his business, gets bounced by the Spitfire pilot, realises he's taken significant damage, realises that he has to get back to base now, pronto, otherwise he's going to either A, crash in England, become a POW, or even worse, B, crash in the Channel and probably die. So, there was always an overestimation of combat victories in the Battle of Britain by pilots, understandably so. But the thing was, because the RAF had overestimated the Luftwaffe strength, the pilots would come back and say, "Oh, I've shot down 10 planes," when they've only shot down 5. And I'm just picking numbers out of the air here. It's just an example. And the commanders at RAF command would go, "Hey, we've shot down 20, 30 Luftwaffe, so many Messerschmitts, so many Heinkels, so many Dorniers." It doesn't matter, because, they're just going to throw just the exact same number at us anyway, because they've got plenty back there. The Germans, on the other hand, would go back to their base, say they've shot down so many planes, and the German command would go, "Well done! The RAF are now even weaker. They have even less planes. They will have hardly any when you next go face them." So you get, for example, between the 24th and the 27th, where there was of August, where there was heavy bombing campaign by the Luftwaffe, where the Luftwaffe lost in that period 330 planes and 200. Now, granted, these figures I've gotten from. I'll have links in the description of where I've got my information from. but for example, I think it's the BBC History website and the Battle of Britain Historical Society, if I'm pronouncing that right. Those figures are from there, and you think, wow, 330 planes. Now, the thing is, that's a lot, but if you think that, you know, they have 3,300 planes, then it's only 1/10. They've got plenty of planes there. But if you think of 200 and they've only got 500 planes, that's 2/5 of the fighting force that you've just destroyed. And so you can see where what would happen is later on would be basically, you know, German bomber jockeys and German fighter pilots constantly being told, oh, the RAF is in their last legs, they'll hardly have anything to come at you. And then they'd be bounced by squadron after squadron after squadron after squadron. So that could be very disappointing for morale. However, you know, going up to the end of August, the RAF was pretty badly beaten up. They were, you know, pretty much under the cosh, because it was a daily exercise of pilots going up, engaging, coming back down, only to find that aircraft field has been bombed, going up at night, trying to, you know, stem the tide of all these bombers and fighters coming over and shooting them. And then, you know, they were basically grabbing anyone and everything that could fly a plane and fight. And they got to, you know, they were taking people from the Royal Navy, Air Force. They were taking anyone and everyone, just to replace those they were losing. And, you know, Britain were like, we can't just sit here and take this. We have to hit back some way. So, on the 25th of August, a flight of Wellingtons, I think it was. There was some others as well, but a RAF Bomber Command flight bombed Berlin for the first time. Something that was unthinkable for the Germans. And Hitler wasn't too pleased about this. And he was even more unhappy when it happened the next day. Well, night. But anyway, so by the 7th of September, with the overestimation of casualties inflicted on the RAF and the underestimation of their strength, plus, you know, Hitler's announcement of the fact that they were going to bomb British cities into oblivion, the German Luftwaffe thought, yeah, we've got this. All we need to do now is lower public morale. We think we have more or less mostly control of the southern skies. All we need to do now is force the RAF to engage us in large-scale combat, and we'll do this by bombing London. And on the 7th of September, the change of tactic, and London was bombed extensively for the first time. Problem was that it actually had the opposite effect. One, it didn't lower morale. It actually made us Brits, on our island mentality, just say, no, F you. We're not going to let you tell us what to do, and we don't care if you bomb our city to blooming level. We're gonna still fight you. And secondly, it gave the RAF Fighter Command a breather. It actually lifted the pressure off the airfields. And so, what happened was, basically, is that RAF, while still trying to engage the Luftwaffe, they were able to regain its strength, relearn its tactics, and also, you've got to remember is that the RAF had a very ingenious defensive plan for the Battle of Britain. There were sections. Section 10. I think I'm getting the name of it wrong. But basically, the country was split into 4 sections. You had 10, which was southeast England. 11, which was southwest England. 12, which was central England. 13, which was Northern England and Scotland and Northern Ireland. Why 13 all having so much area? Well, basically because the Germans were not going to be able to get a lot of planes that far from Norway or France. Because you've got to remember, all the Luftwaffe, it was a ground support air force. The HE-111s, the Ju-87, which when they were used against the RAF, were shown to be completely inadequate. They were out of date by the time 1939 rolled around, the Ju-87s. And so their range and their fighter escorts were either A, the Me-109, which, if they flew from Norway, couldn't reach England, or B, the the 110s, which were outclassed quite literally easily by the Spitfires and Hurricanes. So that's why at 13, I think that's probably the tactical thinking of why 13 had such a large area. It's like, yeah, then the fighting's not gonna be there, really. There will be one or two engagements, and the cities will be bombed, and places will be bombed by the Luftwaffe, but it won't be as intense as Southeast England. Southeast England was basically the linchpin of the battle. So 7th of September, the change of tactic, and basically, you know, the Luftwaffe bombs London, bombs Coventry, bombs city after city, trying to draw out the RAF into a basically a battle of annihilation, where they would just sweep the RAF, the last remaining ones, out of the sky. Didn't quite work out. And by the 15th of September, which is known as 15th of September, I think it's known as Battle of Britain Day. So why are we talking about this in July? Well, the Battle of Britain took over 3 months. It's a long battle. It's a very attritional battle, this. But anyway, the Luftwaffe, granted these figures are now proven as inflated, but at the time the Luftwaffe, the RAF claimed to have inflicted 183 kills, or destroyed or killed, or defeated the 183 Luftwaffe planes. And I think the ratio that they gave was something along the lines of 4-1, something that hadn't happened at all in the course of the battle before. And you've got to think the morale hit that the Luftwaffe would have taken after that. You've been told for weeks that the RAF was on its last legs, and then on the 15th of September, the bombers go into London. They get hit by squadron after squadron after squadron of Spitfires and Hurricanes. Because the Spitfires went after the fighter, but the Spitfires were to go after the fighters. The Hurricanes, because there was more of them, went after the bombers. And not only do you get hit on the way there, but you also get hit on the way back. And that must have been really, really disheartening. And the Luftwaffe's morale just basically fell through the floor. So it was obvious. It was obvious by the 15th that the RAF is going nowhere. If you want to invade Britain, it's going to have to be with the RAF there fighting you. And by the 17th of September, Operation Sea Lion is postponed, which then on the October the 12th is postponed indefinitely. Now granted, the Battle of Britain, there's multiple ending stars, because not only did you get the Battle of Britain, but also afterwards there was the Blitz, which was the German constant bombing of places like London, Coventry, I've already named them all, and that lasted a long time. So you've got I think there's October 12th, 17th of October 12th and 10th of May 1941 classed-ish as the end of the Battle of Britain. But by 17th of September, it was obvious that Operation Sea Lion was not going to go ahead, to the Germans at least. It was not feasible for them to invade Britain, and thus the RAF had, the few of which were just not, you know, as I've said in the previous video, there wasn't just Britons, there was Americans. I have a list actually. Where's my list? Where's my list? My list is here. So, granted, there's a lot of people from the United Kingdom. 2,543 from the United Kingdom, but we had 147 from Poland, 101 from New Zealand, 94 from Canada, 87 from Czechoslovakia, 29 from Belgium, 22 South Africans, 22 Australians, 14 Free French, 10 Irish, 7 from the United States, 2 from Southern Rhodesia, I think that's Zimbabwe now. I could be wrong. My geography is not brilliant, okay? Just like we had 1 Palestinian, a Jamaican, and others as well. It wasn't just Britons that, you know, flew and fought and died for in the Battle of Britain, and they deserve all recognition. And I think there's a quote, you know, don't honour us, just remember what we just. I can't remember the quote now. I can't remember. It's something to do with basically don't remember us, remember what we did. I think. I could be wrong, and the comments are going to be exploding with, oh, you got that wrong. Anyway, the end of the Battle of Britain. Britain stands still. Hitler is fought, and you got to remember, the Germans hadn't been defeated, really, until 1940. And so Hitler had a choice. He could either A, up his try and knock Britain out of the war anyway by invading, or B, turn his sights east, and in 1941, at least I think it's 1941, there did it, there did it. Yep, in 1941, Hitler the Germans began Operation Barbarossa, which we all know is the invasion of Russia. But anyway, that's enough me babbling on about stuff. Let's go to battle. No, edit. No, I don't want to quit. No. Let's close you. Oh, you go away. Thank you. Anyway, let's go to battle. I mean, if anyone's found what I said interesting, by all means, please look it up. Find stuff out for yourself. Never take first word for something as gospel. Please don't. You know, I could have gotten some things wrong. I am, like I've said, I am not a major history expert. I could have made mistakes. I could have misread something. You know, all some. But anyway, back to killing people. In course, back to Russia. Russia got some hurricanes, you know. Because the Russian Air Force was pretty much obsolete and destroyed by the Luftwaffe in 1941. So the Russians needed aircraft, so what we did is we sent a whole bunch of little hurricanes and other stuff to them. Oh, hello, Typhoon. This is going to attack. No, it's a domination, so we need to capture airfields. And the one? Yeah, it's just the one. Okay. That's fine. Okay. I've turned the volumes down. I found the volume a bit loud when I was checking my previous video. And they've captured A. Okay. Okay, A49. Everyone is above me. Well, I'm above everyone, actually. Oh, hello, Gladiator. Hello. And this, Dauntless. Interesting. Well, let's first go after the hurricane. Oh, he's turning in on me. Misjudged my turn there. Ah, I've got it right this time though. Oh, he's on fire. Oh, something's shooting at me. His tail gunner. Oh, he's got some hits on me. Oh, someone else is shooting at me. Oh, a hawk. Hello, hawk. Now, granted, if I was playing realistic or simulator, I would not be able to throw the hurricane around like this. But I'm not, so... Oh, I got a hit on it. Hey. Oh, hello. Oh, shit. No, I'm dead. There's nothing I can do here unless someone gets this guy off my tail. It's a domination map, so I'm going to have to land with no... pretty hardly any control. This is not good. There's the airfield. Okay. Oh, no. Come on. Get this. Wow, this is a short run, right? Ah! I captured A though. Jingo's landing at the best. But I don't think... Yeah, I don't think I was going to land properly without the edge of my wing. Oh, I got another kill assist. Hey. Oh. Spitfire. As you can see, I'm not brilliant. Although, granted, I'm not crap. I just sometimes suffer from tunnel vision. And in a situation like this, that's not a good thing. It's quite actually the worst. It's quite the opposite. Oh, you're dead. Spitfire Mark 1. Yeah, got him. There's probably someone on my tail. Damn it, overshot him. Yeah, he's gonna capture because of that. Oh, whoa, hello. Oh, only there's a lot of planes. This is gonna be a defeat again, isn't it? Oh, we got an aircraft destroyed. I am taking fire from quite a lot of things. Hello, F2A1, Buffalo. You are going to die. Oh, maybe not. Maybe so, depends if you can pull out of that critical hit. Oh, hello. That was quite a hit I got there. Hurricane Mark 4. Well, Blenheim time. I think the Blenheim was used as a night fighter during the Battle of Britain. I can't remember it being used as an actual air superiority, so it would have been some things I can blow off. Oh, good. There was a steep dive. But I remember when I first started playing this. And I unlocked the Blenheim, and literally, I think it was before anyone realised how to fight this thing. Like I said in the previous video, people would like come from underneath, and they just get absolutely destroyed by that by that chin gun. Oh, there's only the one. There's only the one left. I'm gonna have to kill it. I'm gonna kill it. Oh no, the IL-4 is going to kill it. Yep, IL-4 is going to kill it. Oh well. Oh, taking fire again. The balloon could take a beating, depending on what's shooting at it. Oh, I have bombers. Oh, I got a kill! Oh, you just got killed by a bomber. Speaking of getting killed by a bomber, that wasn't me. I was being killed by a fighter. I was in a bomber. Oh well. Bow fire. Oh, it's gonna be a close fight, this. Yeah, Spitfire. Oh, he's going after my wingman. We're gonna have to deal with that. Oh, I haven't got any rockets. Oh, speak. Oh no, he hasn't killed him. Oh, there's a PBY. Hey, Catalina. Wow, there's an awful lot of people here. Catalina's trying to go for... Yeah, there we go. Well, this isn't good. I'm not going to be able to turn against these guys, so... Go hit. Well, he's not going to get a shot on me. Maybe he is. Oh, I've been set on fire. Well, I'm dead. Yep. I don't think they seem to have gotten fire. There's a lot of planes that, by the Battle of Britain, had self-sealing fuel tanks. At least I'm sure they did. You know what? Let's see how many people try and outturn a biplane again, shall we? Oh, this is where I get literally just one-shotted by the first person that looks at me. 6 kills. Not brilliant. Not terrible. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, fire hunt. Wait, who did I shoot down? Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, I don't think we're going to. There's a lot of people on our side that are no longer in the battle. We are outnumbered here. Oh, there's a lot. Oh god, yeah, we're going to have even fewer people soon. He's coming after me. No, he's not. Oh, you're not going to turn on me. You're not trying to turn on me. Oh, you do have friends though, so I am probably going to... Yeah, he's leveled out now. That means... Hello! Hurricane Mark 2. Yeah. I'm doomed. I am doomed. Oh, there's even a Catalina. Oh, I got a kill assist, I suppose. Oh well, I did say this was going to be the worst. First someone looks at me, I'm going to get killed. Seems I was right. Well, okay, Mark 2. Oh, we're going to run out of tickets before I really get to engage anyone anyway. Oh well. Yep. Another loss. Of course it is. I didn't do as well this one. Oh, I got this. Ooh, I get another prize. What do I get? Aww. Aww. 1,000,000 credits. Cheers, game. Thanks for teasing me that. Yeah. By the way, anyone wondering why I haven't upgraded my crews? Because I'm saving these for when the British tanks roll out, which is this year, supposedly. Maybe. What? Anyway, thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you the next video. See you later. Bye.